Hello everybody, and welcome back to the channel for this week's safety recap. Before we get started, make sure that you give me a thumbs up down below here to encourage me to make more videos of this type. Also, subscribe to my YouTube channel where you will find additional videos of this nature, toolbox safety topic videos, and leadership training videos. And if you find this information useful or helpful, make sure you share it with your colleagues and coworkers. Well, let's go ahead and get started with this week's safety recap. Once again, thanks to all those who welcomed me onto their job sites this past week. The safety culture continues to flourish, and the new leaders are taking up the challenge to lead, and the current leaders are continually improving in all aspects of their leadership roles. Keep up the good work and continue to be the role models that influence others to achieve greatness. Now, there were a few items of safety concern that were noted, and I'll talk about them after we first talk about something I read this past week, and it's something that General Patton said a long time ago: lead me, follow me, or get out of the way. And I read this article from the Transformation Company by Mr. Chuck Kocher, and I'd like to read it to you. Leadership: lead, follow, or get out of the way. Lee Iacocca was a business icon. The American automobile executive was best known for spearheading the development of the Ford Mustang while at the Ford Motor Company in the 60s, and then for reviving the Chrysler Corporation and bringing it back from the brink of bankruptcy as its CEO during the 1980s. For many people, the image that sticks in their minds is Iacocca staring at the camera in Chrysler TV ads saying, "In the automobile industry, you either lead, follow, or get out of the way. Are you prepared to lead, follow, or get out of the way?" Mr. Iacocca was putting the world on notice that Chrysler was ready to innovate and become a front runner in the auto industry. But he could just as easily been talking about business leadership, and that's something he did a lot after his retirement from Chrysler. If you're serious about scaling up your company to experience dramatic and sustainable growth, you know that it won't happen without great leadership. It's been suggested that you want to grow your business by 10 times, that you need to grow yourself and your leadership by 10 times. Real business transformation begins with you. Let's use some of Lee Iacocca's words to take a quick look at a few leadership principles. Lead. So often the lack of leadership is the thing that keeps a company from growing to its full potential. If your company isn't growing the way you want it, you may need to take a look in the mirror. Are you modeling the kind of behavior that will transform your company? But you have to keep things in perspective. A leader doesn't try to do everything himself. Great leadership is about motivating and enabling or developing key team members to do their jobs. What are you doing to develop your team? You might be able to do the work of two people, but you can't be two people. Instead, you have to inspire the next guy down the line and get him to inspire his people. Lee Iacocca. Follow. Being the leader doesn't mean that you have to have all the answers. If you've hired the right people, you should have some people on your team who know more than you do about certain aspects of your business. You hired them for their expertise. Let them be the expert in their area. Encourage them. Listen to what they have to say. Your job is to make sure that what they propose fits within the framework of your vision and strategy. If that's all in alignment, follow their advice and counsel. Being unwilling to learn is arrogance, and that's a terrible weakness for some people who are aspiring to lead. Business people need to listen as much as they need to talk. Too many people fail to realize that real communication, it goes in both directions. Lee Iacocca. Get out of the way. I've told the story before about a client who told me that he wanted me to fix his business. I told him that we couldn't fix his business until we fixed him. Sometimes instead of being a trailblazer, a leader becomes a bottleneck. It could be a result of poor vision. It could happen as a result of inadequate processes. Maybe the business strategy is faulty, or it could be the result of having everything run through the leader. You need to evaluate your leadership to ensure you're not the one hindering growth. I hire people brighter than me and then get out of their way. Lee Iacocca. On with the recap. Housekeeping. Reason 1. Safety. This should be an obvious one, but for some people it isn't. Safety is an important aspect of any construction project, and trips and falls are the leading cause of incidents in our industry. If a slab has material lying all over it, chances are it's more dangerous. If there is material everywhere, there's a very good chance that someone could trip and fall over something or rub on a sharp object and cause an incident on your project site. Next, let's talk about MAWPs, or Mobile Area Work Platforms. Ensure team members are properly trained in the safe use of any aerial work platform or lift. Always operate and maintain the lifts according to the instructions provided by the manufacturer. Never override a safety device. Always inspect ground conditions where the lift will be operating, checking for trenches, obstructions, or other hazards. Never exceed the OEM maximum stated load capacity for the personnel, tools, and material. Next, let's talk about something that's close to my heart. Toolbox Safety topic meetings. Safety meetings and toolbox talks are important to building a strong safety culture and reinforcing your company's commitment to protecting your workers. Holding regular safety meetings and toolbox talks can prevent workers from getting complacent and avoid taking safety for granted. And now let's talk about proper lifting techniques. Prevent back injuries by using the proper lifting techniques. Bend your hips and knees to squat down to your load. Keep it close to your body and straighten your legs to lift. Never lift a heavy object above shoulder level. Avoid turning or twisting your body while lifting or holding a heavy object. Get help with awkward items or items weighing more than 50 pounds. All right, boys and girls, that's it for this week's safety recap. Thanks for stopping by, and thanks for watching. Make sure you give me a thumbs up down below here to encourage me to make more videos of this type. Also, subscribe to my YouTube channel where you will find additional videos of this nature, toolbox safety topic videos, and leadership training videos. And if you found this information useful or helpful, make sure that you share it with your colleagues and coworkers. And until we see each other again, take care of yourself because you're number one. Look out for your coworkers and help ensure their safety. Have a grateful day, and remember, I will see you in the field. All right. Very good. Lead follower, get the devil out of the way. I learned that years ago when I was in college and going through military training. And it's been an Army motto for as long as anybody can remember. It's been attributed to many different people, but I think Patton's been attributed to General George S. Patton. Lead me, follow me, or get out of the way. And that's what we need to be. We need to be leaders, or we need to be good followers. And good followers always follow to the T what the instructions are, because they understand the big picture, the primary reason, the mission. So exercise that and be a follower. And if you don't, be a leader. And if you don't want the leadership position for whatever reason, at least be a good follower and be somebody that the leadership can count on. And if you're not willing to do any of that, move along. Find something that'll satisfy your soul and make you happier in life. Don't go through life working somewhere where you're unhappy and constantly making others unhappy around you. Anyway, all right, that's it for this one. Remember that these videos can be used as toolbox safety topics on your job site. Just remember to have a sign-in sheet, date it, reference the video that you watch. It could be this one. I have several others. Other people have videos out there. Reference the video. Let your people watch the video. Maybe have some discussion. Have them sign off that they watched it. And that becomes a document that you can provide to OSHA to verify or prove that you do regular hazard training, hazard mitigation, hazard recognition, hazard mitigation for your team, for your job site, and for your company. If you have a specific video you'd like to see me make, leave a comment down below and we'll get started on it and get it out there for you. If you have a particular question, safety question, once again, leave it in the comments down below and we'll start the conversation and get you armed up with references and a full understanding of the subjects in which you wish to discover. And if you watch to the very end here, I'll drop in some of those Easter eggs, maybe, I don't know, the Grand Canyon maybe, and tell me what you think about those. Anyway, I think that's it. Thanks for watching. Have a grateful day, and we'll see you in the field. Stop recording.